I am known as inmate 020281. I am formerly known as Lauren Lucky. I was a gym manager and group fitness director at a corporate gym. I have been incarcerated for 6.5 years due to a car wreck. 8 years ago, I was called to pick up someone at a party, and I went to the party and wound up staying at the party. Drank a lot of alcohol, stayed the night so I didn't drive, got up the next morning early because I had to open the gym, and asked the person who I had come to pick up if he wanted to ride home on my way to work. I didn't think about the fact that I had had a lot of alcohol and my blood alcohol level was still rising as I was sleeping. And so when I got behind the wheel, my blood alcohol level was still way above the legal limit. Proceeded to get into the vehicle, drive not very far down the road, and dropped my cell phone. I went to pick up the cell phone and swerved into oncoming traffic. That resulted in a car wreck that killed my passenger. And so here I am, inmate 020281. Coming into the program, I had no horse experience, with the exception of maybe getting on a horse, riding, families of friends who owned horses here and there, some trail riding. But as far as handling horses, walking horses, anything to do with caring for horses, I didn't know anything about. After moving to the Lowell work camp, I was at a faith and character compound for 3.5 years. They closed the compound. They uprooted all of us. They moved us to Lowell, which was terrifying, by the way. I had some friends who were very quickly interested in the equine program here at Lowell. And those friends came to the farm, started working at the farm, started learning in the program as students. And, they said, hey, Lauren, you'd be great out there. You would love it. You would really enjoy the farm work. You would really enjoy the horse work. And I said, you know what? I don't really even know if I like horses. But I figured, hey, I'm already out mowing and weed eating, and that was my job at the time. So I might as well give it a shot. And so I came to the farm, and I discovered that I do really like horses, and I do really like the farm work, and I do really like the physical, being in nature, caring for another animal. That really just helped me kind of get into a different element that I didn't even know existed in the prison setting, and helped me get over some fears. My first couple of days in the stall with a few horses that were a little dancy, I was terrified, and I was able to get over that. Now I can get under just about any horse any day, doing farrier work that we've learned in the program. The farm work was always the easy part. The horse work I had to get into. But as far as all of the other things that you learn, you get to work with so many different people. You get to work with so many different women from so many different walks of life, and you get to hear their stories, and you get to watch each individual learn how to communicate with each other, how to work as a team, how to grow together, how to gain self-confidence, because coming to prison doesn't do anything for anyone's self-esteem. So what we gain together in the program helps me, in the long run, realize that, being incarcerated and having a charge on my record doesn't bode well for my career opportunities coming out of here. And this gives me some opportunities. It gives me some insight into, if I do decide, which I think I will probably move on in the equine world, that, learning to work as a team, learning to take care of horses as a group, individually overcoming some of my own fears. And so I think that most importantly, rebuilding the self-esteem, rebuilding the self-confidence that you lose when you're in my position, and what you have, the opportunities that you have, and the things that you can do and accomplish going forward. After graduating the equine care technology program as a student, I was able to step into one of the aides positions. So we have 3 positions here at the TRF farm where we get to continue on and help teach in the program. That also allows us to help manage the farm. And I did come from a management background, and I do have management experience. And I can say, honestly, from this perspective now, I might not have been the best manager. So I think that something that's really amazing to me is having the opportunity to learn and grow and help find that organization, help find the way to speak to people that's effective, help find the way to really grow as a person who can help manage a team. And I think that going forward, if I do wind up working in the equine industry, if I could get into some sort of organizational or management team at any farm, that I think I would be a much better, much more effective manager these days after this experience.